Hello guys and welcome back to Planet 40k Tyranids. We've been doing some videos this morning because Warhammer community have released a bunch of information, a couple of articles relating to 10th edition, lots of new models and the Leviathan Boxset. So we're going to get into that, get into some of the new models, and then a separate video we're going to go through the datasheet for, I think it's a Screamer Killer. So we're going to be reacting to that as well. Right, so let's go into this box set. This is what the box set looks like, and as you can see at a glance, there's a lot of new models there. So we're going to be talking about all those. There's some big stuff there. But yeah, let's get to where we need to get to. Let's get past all the marine stuff. We've already done that on the Space Marine channel. So if you weren't aware, we've just opened our Space Marine channel just today, in fact. But let's scroll all the way down to the Tyranid stuff. So first of all, we've got the winged Tyranid Prime. We've already done this video. This was already pre-released, what was it, a few days ago? Maybe even last week. So this wasn't the Warhammer Fest. So I'm not going to go too much into that. But yeah, we know it looks like a cool model. The winged Tyranid Prime is a hideous alpha beast that combines strength and agility, swooping above the battlefield and identifying targets to descend upon and tear apart with their razor-sharp talons. So yeah, we already know enough about that. So let's move on to one of the newer stuff, which is the Neurotyrant. This was revealed at the Warhammer Fest. So this is the Neurotyrant. So it's like a Neurothrope / Hive Tyrant. I don't know what that means. But that is it, and it looks absolutely epic, and it also comes with these two side pieces. Let's see what the actual paragraph says. So radiating ahead of every Tyranid hive fleet is the terrifying silence known as the Shadow in the Warp, a psychic phenomenon that blocks warp-based communication. During invasions, the Neurotyrant acts as a focus node for the strange power, liquefying their minds as its prey as it orchestrates hordes of Tyranids to victory. So yeah, this thing sounds like a bit of a menace, a bit of a psychic menace. It's a Neurothrope / something grand. And I love these little brain pieces, whatever they've got, these little things on the side. I don't know, what do you guys think of this? What is this going to do? I mean, obviously it's a psychic model. We need to know more about this because I'm kind of hungry for it. Next, we've got a new model for the Screamer Killer. These look insane. These look absolutely scary. These look, yeah, frightening. Again, revealed at the Warhammer Fest. This does have a datasheet, as we mentioned. We will go over this in more detail in another video, probably today in fact as well. So the living battering rams known as Carnifexes come in many shapes and sizes, but the Screamer Killer is the most infamous adaptation and the biggest. Named after its sinister howl emitted as it unleashes their bioplasma blast, Screamer Killers are unstoppable shock creatures. So I love the new model, love that colour scheme. I did try and do the Leviathan High Fleet colour scheme in 7th. I failed, so I went to the more easier Kraken High Fleet. I wish I stuck with this now because it just looks absolutely epic. So then we go on to the Von Ryan's Leapers. We've already done the video on these. We already know a bit about these already. Let's just read the text before we move on. So before the main High Fleet force lands, Vanguard organisms like Von Ryan's Leapers often embed themselves on the High Fleet's target planet. They ambush hunters. These ambush hunters lay in wait, avoiding detection until they can do as much damage as possible. So little sabotagers that get in there before the actual Hive Fleet arrives. We've got the new Barbgants, which we already know about, and the new Ripper Swarm models are in there as well. They look pretty cool. They look slightly bigger. Hopefully they are better than they were in 9th edition because they absolutely sucked. They were too slow. They didn't really do anything. Nothing like the Necrons Panoptic Scarabs, are they? So yeah, we're hoping for something a little bit more from the Rippers. We've got these new gaunts, Neurogaunts, which are another new addition, another new release from the Warhammer Fest. Neurogaunts, so another new gaunts, I suppose. Let's have a little closer look at what these things are. I mean, what are they? Obviously they're gaunts, but they're melee gaunts. They've got little talons. Are they like psychers? What are they? So Neurogaunts are a variant strain of gaunt. They share a symbiotic relationship with the parasitic neurocytes. Why did they make this word so difficult? Let me start that again. With the parasitic neurocytes that cling to their backs. I see, that's what those things are. The primary purpose is to protect the powerful synapse creatures that coordinate the Tyranid invasion, and they will sacrifice themselves in droves to fulfill this task. So they're like bodyguards for the bigger and bolder things. But yeah, another new gaunt model, and it doesn't stop there. There's some Barbgants as well. These look slightly bigger. They look like they're on 2 legs. Let's have a look at these. I don't even know where to go with those. What Are those weapons? Are those ranged weapons on top of their backs? They look like some sort of combination between like a gaunt and a hive guard model kind of thing. So a strange fusion of a gaunt, biocannon and ganglio parasite. Ganglio that enslaves the two. The Barbgants are living ordnance that shower targets with projectiles that explode into shards of serrated chitin. So yeah, it is kind of like a Biovore, Hive Guard / Gaunt kind of model. These will probably be more elite. I mean, there isn't really battlefield roles anyway, but that's kind of the area. If it was 9th edition, they'd be probably more elite. Potentially heavy, depends on what these weapons actually do. We don't know yet, but yeah, they look really cool. Then we got the Psychophage. Psychophage? Yeah, I think that's right. They look incredible. What is that? That looks like something that you see underwater, some sort of kraken. Yeah, don't know what all that liquid is coming out of its, or is it smoke coming out of its, whatever that is. Yeah, is this like a Forge World kind of model? It looks huge, like one of the Lords of War models. So the Hive Mind has imbued this particular biomorph with a hunger for enemy psychers. Its digestive tract somehow able to metabolize psychic life forms into psycho-corrosive ash, which it projects forward in blistering torrents. So that's actually a weapon, it's ash. So that's like a range attack, I suppose. Now that could be a Lord of War kind of style model. Is that a little bit of a Space Marine on its base? Can you see that? Is it like an arm or something? It's ripped off of a Space Marine model. It's a pretty cool bit of detail. I know on the Space Marine models there's some crushed Tyranid models on their bases. On the Terminator Captain, they've got some crushed Tyranid models on there, so they've kind of done it and they're sticking with the storyline. So that's pretty cool. So guys, what do you think of the new models? Out of all of them, I think I'm looking at which ones was it? Which ones? I mean, the Screamer Killers look epic, but the one that did it for me was this thing, the Neurotyrant. I like the Neurothropes, I like the Hive Tyrants. Is this a merging of both of them together? If so, can't wait for it. So guys, thank you all for watching. Make sure you are subscribing on your exits. And yeah, see you in the next one.